The new year just started and I want to show you my 2025 journal, so let's just get into it. This is my 2025 journal. I started my channel with making bullet journal spreads, but now I switched into printable journals. And just before I show you my journal, I want to tell you that if you also want to use my journal, you can find it on my Etsy store. So I'm gonna put the link to this journal into the description of this video. Now let me show you what I have for 2025. For my first attempt, I colored it green and I didn't really like that, so I switched it up to pink. And that's what I love about having a printable journal. I am a perfectionist and I want everything to be perfect, and I've always hated that whenever I made my journals, I was always afraid of making a mistake because then you cannot fix it anymore. For example, I have my 2024 goals page here and I didn't really use it. I was so afraid of making a mistake and then not being able to have this page and use this, so I'm really happy that I switched to having a printable journal. Anytime I make a mistake, I can just switch it out and try again. So yeah, let's jump into my 2025 journal. And the first page is my just welcome to 2025 journal, and I'm gonna write here the word of the year that I want for 2025 to represent, and then I'm gonna just journal a little bit about it. I've already filled everything out on a separate journal just because I wanted to show you my empty journal before I start using it. So after I film this video, I'm gonna transfer everything that I have here into my actual journal. So yeah, this is the first page. Now on to the next page. I have 2 pages of my future log here where I'm just gonna write out the important things that are happening in every month. Then I have my year in pixels page, which I already did in my 2024 journal. This is how it looks. I was not perfectly consistent with it. As you can see, I have a few months empty over here, and I really like the key that I had here in my 2024 year in pixels, so I'm also going to use it in my 2025 one. For every day, I'm going to color in what type of day I had, and similar to this one, I have my health in pixels, so I'm going to color in how my health was throughout 2025. I almost said 2024. Okay, next page is my gym tracker because I prefer to have a yearly overview of my gym progress. If I have a monthly overview, I don't really have a feeling of how consistent I'm being, and I'm gonna track the type of workouts I do every day. Then I have my letter to my future self page. I have 2 versions. This one is with prompts and this one is just empty letter to my future self. Then I have a cute challenge that I do every year, and which is just January and December challenge. So here I'm gonna answer to all of these prompts in January, and then I'm gonna answer again in December, and then compare the answers that I have in the start of the year and the end of the year. And it's a really cute challenge seeing how my answers change throughout the year. And in 2025, I really want to achieve all my goals because, as I've shown you, I didn't really commit to my goals in 2024, so then that kind of resulted in a year of doing the things that I wanted to do, but just in a really small scale. So this year I really want to show up for myself, and I'm gonna make a vision board. I already have my vision board made, but I have to print it out, so I'm gonna go print this one out as soon as the print shop opens because I print all of my pages in a print shop. It's a lot cheaper that way than buying a printer. Currently my situation is that we are moving out in 2 months because we're gonna go to Thailand, and I'm really excited about that, so it would be kind of a waste to buy a printer now. So I'm gonna have to wait for print shops to open to print this page out. But this is my vision board and I love how it looks, and because we all know that a vision board is not gonna bring me to my goals, I also have my goals this year page, and I have different categories set for setting my goals, and I already set my goals here, and I'm just gonna transfer it over here when I'm done filming this video, as I said before. Then the next step in setting my goals is breaking them down into every month, and then every week, and then every day. So the next step is my monthly projects page. Here I'm gonna write down on which goals I'm focusing on every month to know exactly where I'm gonna put my focus and if I'm moving towards the goals that I set in the start of this year. And the next page is where I'm gonna track my period, and I'm just gonna write down when I have my period. And so this is the last page of my yearly journal. Then I'm gonna use my monthly journals every month, and I already have my January journal over here. I'm gonna make a separate video explaining this journal a little bit deeper, but I can show it to you quickly here. It's just a basic monthly journal that I do every month, and I've added a few pages extra like monthly January recap and monthly favorites, stuff like that. And this year I'm gonna also try my weekly planning page, which I didn't do in 2024. And then for every month I'm gonna print out my pages monthly, and yeah, this is it. If you also want to use my journal, you can find it in the description of this video, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and expect more videos like this one. And I wish you a lovely, successful 2025 full of happiness and joyful moments, and yeah, thank you. This is it. Bye.